Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am GrandMcLegend and today we are going to be discussing the WZ-113, which is a tier 10 Chinese heavy tank. Now I'm going to show you today exactly why you should grind this vehicle, because it is never played. Why do you people not play a solid tank like this? And, well, today I'm just going to change that. Now, of course, the tech tree is not the best. The IS-2 is shit. The WZ-110 is shit. The WZ-11114 Lesser 5A, shit. And, well, this tank is probably one of the best. And, yeah, of course, the line is absolute torture to go through. But I'm going to show you that this tank is definitely worth it as the end product. So, yeah, let's just jump right into the stats. And let's see what this tank looks like. So 2,400 hit points on this tank, 275mm turret armor, and 125 on your hull. Now the upper plate is actually pretty strong, but if you do switch to Pramo, you will be able to pen it pretty easily. And you can also side scrape in this tank because it is spaced armor. So yeah, do try and side scrape or try and go hull down when you can. 279.8 meters of view range, and you do have 35% concealment while stationary, 29 while moving, and 4 upon firing. 3047 DPM. I am running this with calibrated shells, and you shall see why in a minute. 7.88 seconds of reload. 272mm of APCR pen, 390mm of heat pen. That is the highest heat pen in the entirety of heavy tanks of tier 10, and it is really bloody decent, I'll say that now. 73mm of HE pen. 400 average APCR damage, 360 on your heat, and 490 on your HE, which is not that bad. 3.2 seconds of aim time as well, with a 0.292 dispersion, which is not the best, I'll admit. 6 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 45 kilometers an hour. Now, a reason that some people may not play this tank is primarily because they still think that the traverse speeds are absolutely trash. That is not the case. This thing's traverses got buffed a pretty long time ago now, and it is now actually decent, and it's a really nice tank to play. So I don't know why you haven't ground one yet, and if not, why don't you play it now? Well, today I'm basically just going to show you why you should go and grind this tank, and, well, the fact that it's actually a decent tank to have. So I'm just going to not go to the heavy side because people are not doing so, and I believe that E100 is of course doing E100 things, which is not being an E100. So we do have the Sheridan here. We do actually get a really nice snapshot into him, which I'm not going to complain about. And we are just going to make our way round, and God knows what is happening here. So we do have the E50M, and we are just going to push this guy. Simply just push this guy and absolutely tear into him. So we are just going to get a, try and get a shot into his lower plate, but of course it does fail miserably. And he does actually bounce us. So you will get bounces in this tank, of course, because it's a heavy tank and it's against an E50M. So I'm just going to sit here, try and wiggle myself, and then just see if we can get any more bounces. And we don't, unfortunately, but we do see an E100 here. So I'm just going to get a nice shell into his turret, and we are just going to just sit here and absolutely destroy this guy. So we do get a max roll of 500 into him, and we are just, well, still just going to sit here. So, yeah, reload again and get a nice classic Chinese RNG moment into his lower plate. And, of course, he has gone to a position where I cannot pen his lower plate. So I'm just going to just sit here and absolutely tear this guy. And this guy is just being a classic E100 player. He's just sitting there while just being absolutely torn apart. And I'm just going to finish him off. And then we could just move on to this Type 71. So yeah, pretty easy tank to play if you ask me, and I don't know why you haven't got one yet. So we do get penned by him, obviously, because he does have premium AP, or just regular AP. I think he penned my lower plate. But yeah, we're just going to push our way forward. And there is a E100 on 700 hit points, and there is a Grill 15 on I don't know how many hit points. Pretty much full. So we are just going to finish off the E100 there. The grill is of course AFK. So yeah, okay, I can deal with this. And we are going to get 519 damage into this guy. So he does get killed, and we do get 2 kills, and I'm not sure how much damage. And it's a solid tank. Like, of course, it was a really easy game. I'll admit, it's a very, very easy game. 4,200 damage, and what did we do? We just sat there and farmed people. That is all we did. It is such an easy tank to play. And I don't know why you haven't grabbed one. It is a very nice tank. And I do also apologise if you hear the clacking of my keys on my keyboard, because I have removed the noise suppressor of my mic, because it does usually cut out some sound, which is really weird. I have to look into that. But yeah, here we are on Winter Malanovka in the WZ-113, and what we're going to do, we're just going to go to the heavy side and see what we can do. Now, I am expecting to not see that many tanks on this side, so I'm going to, I'm going to go this side. We are expected to see an E100 and a VK90, which is no problem for us if you ask me, because we'll 390mm of heat pen, we'll be able to get through almost anything. So we do have the E100 here, and I am just literally going to go haul down against this guy. So he does bounce me, which is expected, and I'm just going to just shoot him again. 430 damage into him, and I'm just going to shoot him again for 415. I am getting shot by the 4005 now as well, but that is no problem because we could just track him, and he does actually do something pretty normal, which is switch to the premium rounds, but that is no problem because we can just finish you off anyway. So let's see if this grill has small liner. He does not. 498 damage into him, and we are just absolutely tearing through this enemy right now. So we do get a nice shot into him. Now I am getting torn apart, surprisingly. I don't know how, but yeah, so what? We are just going to get a troll shot into that, what should we call it? That tank there. And we are just going to try and get a shot into his cheek, but it does fail miserably. So I am kind of weary about that that 183 there, because he will be able to pen me. Now I am just really actually triggered right now, because this guy is actually penning me really easily, and I don't know how. So I am just going to go against this 183 instead, and he does just HG me. Or he goes for the upper plate, actually. That is actually really my bad moment. But yeah, I have no idea how that VK90 was able to keep penning me repetitively in the sides. This is a side scraping tank, and I believe he might have just been switching to the APCR, if I'm perfectly honest, which actually really sucks. So yeah, I didn't portray it well in that last game, and the first game was just a steamroll, if you ask me. But the 113, it is definitely worth it. I just played it appallingly in that last game, and people just knew what to do, if I'm perfectly honest. But yeah, the tank itself is amazing, and I suggest you do go and grind it, even though the line is absolutely disgusting to play. But yeah, that is basically it on the WZ-113. It's a great tank. Go and grind it. You won't be disappointed. But yeah, that is it. If you want to go join my Discord server, the link will be in the description down below. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel already, do go do so, as it really helps me out and so you don't miss future content. And well, that is basically it from me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.